Hello everyone. We slowly but steadily moving forward. Round 1 of Dune tournament is almost over, so it's time to cast some games from round 2. On the left is no one else, that voice from the other world, Mr. Kipp. Kipp was probably introduced in previous video, so this time let's just say you can divide history of OpenRA Dune into two sections, before Kipp and after Kipp show up. He ruthlessly explores every bug, unintended feature or imbalance and use it against his opponents, which makes his opponents mad. But it also helps us to improve the game in the future. But don't be in despair, because his opponent is one of the best mentors in the universe. Welcome Blacksir, the master of calculated cunningness. He experimented a lot and also invented some new build orders back in the day. So if someone can stop a Kipp rampage, it's him. Wow, what? He sold his refinery even before I got the new one. Like, was this misclick or was it intentional? I don't know, Blacksir, don't be so fast on me. We are just 1 minute in the game. As always, keep going strikes. He came sniper some refineries, but he must be also confused. There's no refineries there. Is this some kind of new meta gameplay I miss or something? Anyway, but Blacksir is trying some early action. He got lots of infantry near the Kipp's base, but Kipp's already got the riders. Like, he keeps starting to be pretty predictable. He always go orders and strikes. You can bet on that. Even someone can just study his build order because he uses the same all the time and exploit some weaknesses in it, but you know. No one is paid for playing Dune, so probably no one will do it. Blacksir also on double barracks. You usually want this when you know that your opponent is going strikes, so you can produce faster. He is also building an upgrade, so troopers start popping up soon. But he's a little bit broke. Yeah, 2 harvesters versus 3. So I don't know if it was because he sold this early refinery so early, or he just forgot to build. Let's see the, yeah, you can see the economy difference. Almost 1000 in the early game. And there is already lots of riders here, but Blacksir has the troopers. So at least something, at least something. Just looks like how fast these strikes are. They can just outflank you so easy. There is not much here. Probably snipe Winter will be a good choice because there is only one. Yeah, he's going for the power. Blacksir already on a low power. This leaves Blacksir behind even more and forces him to rebuild the buildings. Yeah, and Blacksir smartly divide his troopers into the base, but strikes are going for the infantry, and there is not much troopers there. Let's see the eco. Like, was mostly better for Kipp because, like, I don't know, because of this early sell from Blacksir that was probably misclick, and it cost him slightly. Yeah, like, Kipp is already 7 harass versus 4, that's a big one, and he constantly harassing Blacksir base. that force him to build more units, tanks, and it leaves him even more behind. Its main purpose of the trikes, they constantly force you to build more army, more defense, and leave you behind with your overall economy build. On other hands, Kipp is already on 2 heavy factories and he's spawning harvester after harvester. Remember, second heavy factory speed up your production by 25%, so you can build a harvester faster, build your economy faster, and outproduce your enemy later. Oh, but he's going for the... yeah, okay. And he's already going in, he thinks he got this. But troopers say no, no. And because Blacksir is on Corino, he got Corino combat tanks, which are slow. So it's hard to catch up the riders, but they have one big advantage versus trikes. Their explosion affects a bigger area, so it's harder for trikes to dodge any projectiles from Corino tanks. And keep going for the fight, he thinks he has enough, so let's see. Nah. Probably not the best trait. But Kipp's also producing, start producing tanks. He's on full production. Got 10 harvesters, so he's also on better eco spot. Yeah, just look on the difference. It's big. And also army grouse is mostly better in favor of Kipp. Because of strikes, trikes are also expensive, especially the order strikes. Good choice. Blacksir just decide I have enough of your flanks. You can clearly see if you got a critical mass of riders, it's hard to kill them even if you got troopers in the mix. Harvester in danger, but Blacksir pay attention. Blacksir already it's in the time, very smart. But lots of trikes are on low health, and Kipp just refused to repair them. He was like, nah, I don't need to. Also, Kipp is expanding. It is actually necessary. I wasn't talking about the map yet. We are on map Worm's Graveyard, which is by the way made by Blacksir, so it's give him probably slightly advantage. And it was originally the 2v2 map, like there was one spawn here and one here, but we decided to include it anyway, because we don't have many competitive 1v1 maps. So if you wanna create some new maps for you, we would be very happy. But my point was that you doesn't need to expand so quickly, because the spice was intended for 2 players. But I think map also suits 1v1 combat, because the spice is not concentrated on one place, but it's spread all across the map. So you need also build lots of refineries in the bottom. Also leave you open for the flanks or form some sneaky engineer. of that harvester probably. With so many tracks, even the harvester die quite fast. But Blacksir also expand. Usually when you play a 2v2 on this map, you wanna expand very early into this section because there is not much spice in the main base and the spice here is much closer to the refineries. Keep secure ground on top and also on the bottom. But this is actually lots of army for Kipp. This is his basic strategy. He slowly but steadily over-eco you and overproduce you with everything. Like Blacksir was forced to invest into the army in the early game, and now you can see the downsides. That early tryhards really leave him behind. Luckily there is not much infantry from Kipp yet, so yeah, Blacksir can just go up with his infantry. Like Kipp can go for the crushes, but you know it's always risky a little bit when there are a lot of troopers in the mix. Oh, and Blacksir is on tier 3 bombardment tanks. Will this be the game changer? Because tier 3 units in Dune are very powerful. It doesn't matter which faction you play, every faction tier 3 tank is very powerful. So let's talk about bombardment tanks a little. They shoot 4 missiles at once, but they are very inaccurate. Damage is mostly modest against everything, but they actually have lots of area of effect, and most of all they can shoot while moving. You can clearly see it's quite annoying for a Kipp. He cannot push as he wants to. Like the damage versus tanks is not the best, but the direct hit is good enough. So he must non-stop dodging these rockets. They are very good versus light armor. That means sieges will be dead in a few shots. And also very good versus infantry, but they are not very accurate. So you can just moving around them and you can probably dodge them. Like you can see these two tanks get almost 0 damage from all these missiles when they are on moves. But if you are on a stationary, yeah, they die quite easily. Blacksir also started producing Saudukars. He also got Palace. That means he got a Rally Saudukar superpower, which means it speed up Saudukar production very fast and also give them a veterancy 1. No superpowers from the Kipp yet. As orders, he got 2 superpowers. First is Light Airstrike, very good versus infantry and infantry only. And second is House Bomb, which forces units to kill each other. And you cannot do anything about that. Kipp also built the starport, so he can boost his eco or production very fast. Blacksir always repairs his vehicles. Kipp on the other hand doesn't give a shit. Like, I can understand why, because it's micromanagement heavy, and if you use subgroups and hotkeys, it really can mess up. Probably there is no time. So he prefers his vehicles just to die in the front. But remember, repairing is almost for free. So how can you countering a bombardment tank? As you can see, they are very good versus light armor, like trikes, also versus squad. Also decent damage versus tanks, heavy armor. Probably the best way would be to switch to the missile tanks, because they get a better range, also very good damage. And with combination with the combat tank, it could work. But here's the problem. Kipp his orders, he cannot produce missile tanks, he can just order it from the starport. And missile tanks from starport are very expensive, they cost 30% more than standard on their build. So, let me think. He could also switch to tier 3 deviators, but you know, with deviators it's tricky because they are very vulnerable, especially their light armor. But I will still try it, just 1 or 2 in the background, and try to deviate some tanks here and there. But he also has stealth riders. Wow, just look at the damage to the siege tanks. If he builds up critical mass of stealth riders, he can attack from the behind in the critical moment when bombardment tanks are reloading. That could work, but obviously it's also risky because stealth riders are also on light armor. Or use guards. Use 1 or 2 guards for the distraction and attack with the rest while they are reloading. Yeah, here's some first missile tanks from starport. This is the call. You just need to be careful, not as front, a bit more behind, and it could work. You can also use 1 or 2 stealth riders into front just to give you more vision so they can shoot far away. But Blacksir knows this, and that's why he's using his infantry as front pens. So it's harder for missile tanks to shoot at correct targets. Blacksir so probably going too close with his bombardment tanks. Yeah, he's now going back. Also, you can see the bombardment tanks. It's not the healthiest. It got 20k health, light armor, so it's somewhere between Watt and Ordos tanks, I would say. Just look at the salvos of these tanks, it's massive. But when they are reloading, it's not as massive salvos anymore. You must wait until they're fully reload. Ooh, harvesters down. How much harvesters we got? 17 versus 19. And Blacksir also on carryouts. We'll probably want a carryouts on this map, because Spice is not as close to your base. Like his orders, he got the deviators, but deviators, I don't know. Especially versus these bombardment tanks, probably not the best one. Missile tanks would be the choice, but clearly he cannot produce missile tanks. Kipp is still producing basic trucks. Like, why? They are no more any use. You should switch to quads or stealth riders. Lots of turrets from Kipp. would say probably the missile turrets would be the better choice because they have better range, also better damage versus vehicles. So they would probably be better in this situation, or some combination of classic turrets and missile turrets. Yeah, you must instantly move with your tanks, otherwise they will be dead. I know it's hard, but Kipp doesn't have any other choice. And there are also tracks from Blacksir, so he can also go for the vision advantage. He's probably a little bit ahead. And Kipp is still on a tier 1 units, and you can see like you cannot counter tier 3 with just a tier 1 unit. He also doesn't have a palace, and you really want a palace as orders, like it can wipe out all this army in the one blink. Just try deviators. I know it will be hard with deviators, but that's the only option he got. And this is not how you wanna use Orders airstrike. You wanna use it versus infantry, and infantry only. Still no palace. I'm starting to feel like Blacksir have it. If he manage it, it will be first time someone overthrown the Kipp in tournament. He will lose lots of harvesters, also both expansions. The army is still even, he got something, but the eco is looking bad. And we got it. GG. Blacksir win. Like, Blacksir will play very passive in early game and he go for the tech. You must remember, tier 3 units are very slow to produce, but they are very good. They are really game changer. You really want them. It's just this. You just need to survive this critical time until you get enough money, enough production for them to start floating. And on the other hand, Kipp was still on tier 1 units. Unlucky for him, he doesn't have missile tanks, but he refused to move with his own tier 3 options. Also, he refused to build a palace in a late game. With palace superpower, you can wipe out whole army with just one blink of the eye. If you've done it right, of course. So, let's see the next game. So, here we are again. This time, the map Relics of Fremen. Chosen by the Kipp, because he lose, and who lose, choose the next map. Blacksir is again Corino. And Kipp is also Corino. Wow. I know what he thinkings of. He also wanted these nicey bombardment tanks, which he struggled last time. Both starts with barracks first. Yeah, on small map you usually wanna do this, but Blacksir is going double barracks before the refinery. That means he's rushing. He's really onto this. But here's the catch with the double barracks opener. You actually must achieve something. What I mean by that? You must delay enemies' build order, otherwise you will be behind. Whoa. He sold his refinery again, so it was not a mistake, it's a new meta. But it is worth it. He got 4 infantrymen very early, but you can see like it slightly delayed harvester docking. So I don't know. So he exchanged 4 infantrymen in early game for like 5 or 7 seconds of inactivity from a harvester. Like I really like it, trying something new, but I'm not sure if it's worth it actually. And yeah, this is the problem of this map. You got harvesters in front. Kipp know it, he already uses his way. And if he doesn't kill any building, or just force enemy to low power, or just force him to spawn turrets, it leaves you actually in the worst spot. Yeah, harvester is always up front, as tank. And Kipp is also on double barracks, so my advantage is over. And he get also 3 harvesters. How much harvesters for Blacksir 2? Yeah, you can see it doesn't work. And he got for the full production from light infantry. Okay. Okay, this giving him production. Like this allow Blacksir to rebuild really fast. You can clearly see like he now winning this engagement. But in the long run, this big investment in army and barracks leaves him behind, so he must slow Kipp's development somehow. Yeah, and here we go again. Harvest is going up front, behave as tank, and it's hard to micromanage your attack again, correct targets. You could clearly see this on ecograph. Yeah, we are 3 minutes in and keep starting to floating 2k ahead. It's almost 5,000 versus 3,000 per minute. And Kipp is already on full production, and you can see his economy cannot sustain non-stop production, but Blacksir cannot keep up. Smartly, Blacksir tried to use rough terrain, where infantry got 20% defense bonus. But you can clearly see he got much less infantry than his opponent. And this is smart. Kipp buy some troopers, so if he go to the enemy base, harvesters wouldn't be as big obstacle. Yeah, and Blacksir cannot attack anymore because he just is outproduced by Kipp, and Kipp also producing tanks. I would say first tank on this map is even more important than the lots of infantry. And Blacksir doesn't have neither infantry or tanks. And even the harvesters are outpositioned right now. Ooh, this is very bad trade for Blacksir. There is something here, but just 5 infantrymen. He could go for the power, maybe. But that's not enough. And even harvester down, that's big. That's big. I don't know. Troopers doing their job very well. Yeah, Blacksir even forced to redirect his harvesters elsewhere. First tank from the Blacksir, but I feel it's too late. Was a little bit idle with these tanks. There's already 3 tanks for... No, 4 tanks for Kipps. I feel this is a GG. Next harvester down. Even this one. Oh, last second save from Carial. Yeah, it's not enough. Just look at this army. You cannot. Kipp doesn't even need to go to the base. He just stay on the field and kill every harvester that show up. Yeah, Blacksir disconnect. It was probably a misclick, but he meant to surrender. So yeah, this is definitely a win for Kipp. Yeah, no need to continue. So summary of this game. Blacksir choose double barracks opening and build lots of infantry at the beginning. But this leaves your economy very behind. You wanna do this because you wanna outnumber your enemy at his own base. But it's very hard on this map because there's lots of harvesters in front of you which can act as a tank, and you cannot fly into enemy base just with some small squad go for the power of the or even for the refinery and alter the enemy build orders or slow him down. But Kipp survive, and from 3 minutes onwards he floats almost twice as much as Blacksir and just outproduce him. So it's 1-1 and we get one more game. So last game of this match, which decides if Kipp will be climbing up again or he will go to the losers bracket. This time we are on map Buried Base. As you can see, it's also the smaller map with no expansion in the middle and lots of resources in the middle. Yeah, both playing as Corino again. So, is Corino new meta? Is bombardment tank these new goods that everyone wanna buy? What do you think? Best unit which everyone wanna has? Or is it just OP? Let me know in the comments how you would resolve this situation. Also, when we was creating Corino faction, we was a little bit struggling what superpower it should have. Something like equivalent of Dead Hand or something like that. So actually right now it doesn't have any proper superpower. So if you have some good idea what Corino superpower should be, which also fits the Corino faction but also the Dune 2000 gameplay, also let me know in the comments. I'm curious. Yeah, this time the opponents were more standard, double ref and barracks, or let's say refinery, barracks, refinery. And yeah, both players scouting a little bit. Kipp's probably trying some slight some action here. But he doesn't produce very much infantry, just this 10 here. It could work actually. Let's see what he's building. He's on 3 harvesters and goes straight to the heavy factory. Okay. This is a standard build, or used to be standard build when you are not rushing. But he's also building lots of infantry, can leave him slightly behind. Yeah, he's building harvesters, but I don't know if he got enough money. Actually, he got lots of money. Yeah, and going for the second barracks, and also for some action. Actually, even kill a lot, I might say. Like the Blacksir infantry was too split out, I would say. Yeah, he's also quickly trying to get into this spice field, so he got some safe harvesting. But here's the first tank, and that could be that will be good. Also, second one. So two early tanks versus building harvesters. Okay, 2 tanks probably keep you a little bit behind, but if you got enough infantry, you can try some early action into or some counter push. But I don't feel like Blacksir got lots of infantry left. Like this trade here wasn't very good for him. If you just got this early tank a little bit sooner, he will definitely trade better in this first engagement. Yeah, so it's 7 harvesters versus the 6. So again, Kipp is slightly ahead, but it's not a big difference this time. And 3 tanks for the Blacksir. That actually loads in 4 minutes. So you definitely should try to do something with your early army. Like, if you prefer to build army instead of harvesters, you must do something with your army, otherwise it just leave you behind. And you just, for example, kill enemy army, so it forces enemy to rebuild. But somehow Kipp is already on 3 tanks. Yeah, he built second heavy factory very early. No, in 5 minutes, it's actually not as early. So he narrowed the gap and started producing faster. I would say he got even more army this now. It's pretty even still. Also harvester counts is pretty even. Also second factory from the Blacksir. And he's also going, let's say, expansion. Even it's not expansion, it's in your own base. Blacksir must notice there is lots of army here. So there's basically 2 options. Either you counter with your own army into the enemy base, because you know there is not many army there right now, or you just countering the army which are approaching your own base. But he's passive. Well, that's a mistake. Like, if you got scout in your own base, you must be like, whoops, something is going wrong. There's lots of army, and if these heavy factories go down, that will be big. They will leave him behind. Yeah, he's solid. Probably good choice because it will be go down anywhere. Yeah, he's on move command. Why? This is mistake. Also lose lots of infantry here as a result. And his army is still outpositioned. Yeah, this was a big mistake, I would say. At least he built the wall, so Kipp cannot go for the rampage. Yeah, just try kill the wall. It will be rebuilt in the second. Yeah, he also rebuilding. But I would say it's actually a very good achievement from the Kipp, because he denied this section of the map from Blacksir. There is no spies here, so harvesters are on long distance mining. And he's also countering with second army. And wow, he already outproduced Blacksir. He got a full production from heavy factory, also full production from light infantry. Wow, he totally outproduced Blacksir in such a short time. Losing this heavy factory was even a bigger thing that I was thinking. Now he needs Blacksir need to trade very well. And it's hard because Kipps are using the rough terrain very smartly. trying. Not bad, he killed some tanks, but there's not much infantry left. There's lots of troopers here. Blacksir cannot go for the here just like that. So long distance mining from the harvesters, yeah. Wow. He got lots of tanks, but he needed more basic infantry to rid of all these. Ooh, harvesters also down. Also, a couple of tanks down. Wow. Just Kipp has so much army that even Blacksir are very good to trade. It was like it outnumbered him. And first bombardment tank is on the battlefield. Kipp switched to tier 3. So I feel this is it. As first game show us, you cannot counter these units with just tier 1. We need to switch to the missile tanks. Wow. Just look at the advantage which it gives you. There is also some flanking here. Lots of harvesters dead in the process. It's 11 versus 7. To the last man, as Blacksir used to play. Even it's clear it's GG. And finally, he surrendered. Very, very nice games, I must say it. So, summary of this game was very interesting, I would say. Let's see the eco graph. It was pretty even most of the time. There was slight top here, but I would say this flank, this sniping of a heavy factory, it gives Kipp his win. Heavy factory very early, and you really don't want that. He also built his own second heavy factory much earlier. Not much, it was like 1 minute. But he doesn't produce so much tanks at the beginning. He built exactly 2 harvesters before the first tank. So it boosts his eco quite faster. Kipp's build orders keeps him ahead all the time, so let's look at it in more detail. He started with a double ref and barracks, then build 1 more refinery, heavy factory next with 2 harvesters before the first tank, then again refinery, second barracks and second heavy factory. That second heavy factory was quite early. Usually it leaves you even broke, but somehow it works on this map. He also trades very well. He doesn't do any mistake, and later just outproduce Blacksir. So very nice and very adorable gameplay. You wanna try to win? You can try to replicate. Anyway, Blacksir is in loser bracket and Kipp is climbing up. That's everything for now. Bye!